Good evening, good evening, good evening, ladies, and welcome to Wine and Wisdom. It's time to sip, savor, and elevate your mind. I am Dr. Carlia East. I am so excited to bring this topic to you all this evening because I am ready to talk about unsubscribing to stereotypes, navigating the judgmental waters of divorce. Now, let's sip on that. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Because let me tell y'all something, there is always a double-edged sword or catch-22 standard when it comes to how we as women navigate divorce and how men navigate divorce. Now, let me be clear, this is not about male bashing. This is not about me not saying that men aren't hurt in the process as well and that women don't do wrong things as well. That's not what this is about. But I'm a female platform for the ladies, by the ladies, okay? So I'm gonna talk about the fact that there still is a double standard in society when it comes to divorce. We know all too clear that a woman may have a divorce and it may be the male's fault in this situation, and yet she feels the burden, the blame, the guilt, that scarlet letter D on her chest for divorce that everybody can see. She walks around with that. The idea of her marrying again, the probability of her finding another good guy or person is fleeting, and according to all the magazines there's not a lot out there. You get what I'm saying? So there's that. It's a totally different script when it comes to the male counterparts, and y'all know what I'm saying is true. So when I get in today's topic, is there something that resonates with you and vibes with you? I want you to connect with me on my vibe call, Thriving Through Divorce. This is all about helping you to understand your emotions, help you to be better at communicating with your mate, able to heal without bitterness and to move forward with your self-development and also get back to who you used to be, okay? So for you that don't know me, I am Dr. East. I've been in this game for about over 20 years, serving women all over the United States, helping them deal with their emotions, development through relationships, career, divorce, makeup to breakup, separation, all of that, okay? And today I want to focus on navigating through these waters, okay? The stereotypes that come along with being divorced. Now let's talk about Sarah. Now, Sarah had been married for about 6 years. And she and David decided that they were going to separate. And immediately it began ripples through their community. And when I say community, we're talking about family, friends, church family, right? Co-workers. Remember, they moved in circles together, right? So they were a unit every place that they went. And so eventually the divorce started, spreading. They were getting a divorce. And then her church was all, kind of judgy about the fact that she was getting divorced. And she felt those pressures completely on her to the point where the community stepped in, with their traditional values and things that they want. They couldn't even fathom the idea. So they were whispers in the, corners of, "Ooh, did you know that Sarah's getting divorced?" As a respected member of various social circles, she found herself on the outside of those circles being shunned. Maybe because the husbands of those women were friends with her, now ex-husband. And so, we got to pick sides. We don't, but we got to pick sides, right? So then they started alienating her. Friends that she had known for years refused to support her, refused to have her back, telling her she should work harder. They started to distance themselves. They didn't want to be around it. It's too much. It's too emotional. She felt completely isolated with a sense of shame that was only for her to bear. She felt that no one had her back. And in this adversity, it was difficult for her to find her strength. She sought out social support groups. She, even decided to attend different women's groups and meetings at her church to be exposed to different individuals. I mean, she did the full gamut. The one thing that she didn't do was work with me, but we'll get with that in a second. But embracing her independence was hard for her. It was difficult for her. But the one thing that she was trying to do was find herself. The one thing that she was trying to do was make sure that her voice was heard, because at the end of the day, she is going through this too. It's amazing how we prey up on people and then we leave them in their moments of despair. We judge them, we cast stones, we label, right? And we make all these types of excuses when the bottom line is this is a person that's in need. How many of you women have felt like that? How many of you have felt isolated in your divorce, in your separation, in your breakup, like you can't tether yourself away from your mate, like you two are one connected unit. Now you're feeling nervous about going into certain rooms and spaces, going to the same coffee shops you used to go to, going to the same bars or restaurants that, the patrons knew you. It feels awkward to attend, maybe fundraisers and galas or galas or whatever you call them, right? So that you can feel comfortable in that space without people running up to you, asking you questions. You have your ring off. There's all this stuff. There's all this judgment. I want you to feel more powerful and not giving two shits about any of that, because you feel strong in the decision that you made to put your freedom first, to put yourself first, and to make sure that you were the primary person of your healing. I'm going to tell you, ladies, the key to this situation is you got to focus on what you got. You can't worry about the church people that don't want to be there, the neighborhood, the neighbors that don't want to come outside and speak anymore. You can't worry about the folk that don't return your phone calls, that don't offer opportunities to help you gather your stuff and get your life together. You can't worry about that. Focus on what you got. What about the women and the people and the supports and the coworkers that are there for you? Let them be your tribe. The ones that have distanced themselves and separated, I know it hurts, but baby, be so happy that they're gone, because they were just as false and fake as the mate that you was with, okay? And everybody that goes in that silo needs to silo out. Do y'all understand me? With encouragement, Sarah decided to be stronger. She made that choice because she decided to focus on what was great in her, who was great around her, right? Decided on worth in her own terms. Let me tell y'all something. Seasons change, perceptions change, and admiration begins to turn into resilience, because now the people that didn't have your back, now the people that walked away because it was too much for them, now they see you walking and stepping and moving and shaking and running in your purpose, and you happy and you glowing and you smiling and you not bitter because you're too beautiful. Now they want to soak up your energy and your presence. Do y'all understand? I want you ladies to get to that point. I want you to get to the point where you're able to feel completely happy with who you are in your space, walk in every room and own it, and tell your story to who or who not you want to. I invite you to jump on my Thrive Through Divorce call, where I am going to give you the confidence and empowerment and the fortitude to have a positive outlook through this emotional roller coaster. This is about establishing effective communication, balancing the demands of family, community, and your own mental set, making sure that your negative thought is not your last thought and that you drive through your positivity with energy and stride. This is what this is about. Click on that link and schedule a call with me. Aren't you tired of checking off boxes and moving through, but not existing, not enjoying, not celebrating, right? Not feeling proud, feeling fear, feeling bitterness, feeling resentment. Aren't you tired of that shit holding on to you? Come on. Because it ain't holding on to whoever you was with, they gone. So you have to start striving for yourself and navigating these waters and ignoring the stereotypes, that they're going to come regardless. As always, it has been a blast sipping, hello y'all, and savoring through this process of wine and wisdom. Do not forget to like, share, or follow me. Again, I am Dr. East. This is Dr. East Speaks. I will see you guys next week with a live episode. Remember to continue to be strong, brave, and unapologetically authentic. Y'all take care.